Okay, I'm eating dinner, but at the same time, I need to make this quick because those of you who have been following me for a long time, your internet dad is ready to take his bath. It is bath night. Ooh, child, if you're a caregiver, you already know what the dread is with bath night. Yeah. But I just wanted to ask a question to those of you who, for whatever reason, have your disconnect with God. Why do you have that disconnect? How is life going for you right now? And this is a genuine question. I'm not being sarcastic or anything of the sort. And how do you live your day to day life without God in it? Like, how do you think the things that are occurring in your life are occurring? And why do you think they're occurring? Are you that type of person who feels like, oh, I went out here and I did this myself? Or if something like in my case that I'm about to share with you, do you think that it was just, oh, it's just something that just happened, or that was just their mistake, or anything like that, and I just came up, how do you live your life like this? And what brought you to that decision? And this is a genuine question. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not being malicious or anything of the sort. I just want to know because for me and my house, baby, serving God is an absolute must. It is an absolute must. And giving Him His praise and glory, absolute must every single time. Every single time. And it's for reasons like this. So I was out and about getting dinner for Dad and I because it's just too hot to be cooking over the stove every day. I'm just over it. I really am. And I allow myself to eat out at least maybe 4 or 5 times a month. Not too many because this overly processed food is not good for us. But I choose healthy options, healthier options that don't offer empty calories because fast food is nothing but empty calories. And today I went to 2 different places, one place for Dad, one place for me, but I got both of us the chicken option versus the pork or the beef. And for me, because I'm not going to name any restaurants, ain't nobody sponsoring me, so why am I going to name the restaurants? But they're major chains, and you can make your own decisions as to where you think I went as I'm speaking. So I'm choosing what I want, going through the menu, choosing what I want, and I get to the sides and desserts option. I said, oh, let me add some nachos to my burrito. And then I said, wait a minute, I don't need nachos. I have Doritos at home, excuse me. And I can eat those Doritos with my burrito. Same thing. So I took the nachos off. Went on about my business. I added some tahini to the order because I plan on putting the tahini on my watermelon. I also eat hot sauce on my watermelon. Yeah, girl. Dude, she does. So I'm waiting for my order. They call my name. I go and get my order. I look in the bag to check to make sure everything is in there. It wasn't. I was missing some fries that I had ordered for Dad because the place where I went and got his food, they don't sell fries. But where I went, they do. And so as the manager went and got the fries, I put them in the bag and I sat down. I said, okay, let me make sure everything is in here. And as I'm going through it, I noticed that my tahini was not in there, so I had to go back and get it. And then I noticed, wait a minute, did I buy these nachos? I thought I took it off the menu. I thought I took it off the ticket. And so I pulled up my receipt, went to look at it, and I was like, no, I did not add these nachos to the ticket. And I double checked and looked at it again, and I said, nope, the nachos were not added to the ticket. So I said, okay, Lord, because I knew if I took it back to the counter, they were going to tell me to just go ahead and keep it because after everything with the pandemic and whatever. And then once it crosses hands, it's contaminated. So you can't, and I don't want them to waste any food. And so I said, okay, Lord, I see what you just did. Because I was humble and grateful for what I already have at home, you went ahead and blessed me with the nachos that I was going to buy, but ended up saying, no, we don't need to buy that because we already have this at home. And so I just gave him the praise and glory for it when I blessed my food, because, honey, I be having all out conversations with God. I don't just be saying grace. I be having conversations. We be preaching up in here. So I said, you know what? Let me ask the people how they live their lives day to day, for those that do not believe in, or at the moment not following God, or you're upset with God right now for whatever reason that may be, and you're just not giving him the attention or the praise and glory that he deserves. How are you carrying on each day? How are you living your life? How do you think the things like what just happened to me happened to you? Is it just a happenstance? Like, oh, they just made a mistake and I just came up, you know? Answer that for me in the comment section. I really, really want to know. And just to get a perspective. Because I honestly cannot see myself living my life without God, and I honestly could never be upset with God. I will question him and ask him why he allowed certain things to happen. He may not answer me right away, but the answer will come at some point, and I'll also ask him to give me understanding about what occurred, and he does. Yeah, I just want to know, what do y'all think? How do y'all live each day without the belief of God, without the love of God? Because some of you are saying you're mad with him, and without following him and living according to his will, because so many people want to live according to their free will that God gives us, not realizing that when you surrender and give God your everything, including that free will, and live your life according to his will, baby, them blessings be hidden different. They be hidden different. They really do. And that's without living your life as if God is a genie or an ATM machine. That is living your life according to his word and completely according to his will. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. But I'm going to go, because y'all internet dad is ready to take his bath now. I can hear him in there hemming and hawing and mumbling and all of that stuff. And I don't want to get in trouble. My big old self. So I'll talk to y'all later.